Is it just me? Or is the camera tilted, or is that...
Is this the land
There's
of
that one right there tilted.
Is this the new zombie episode?
I don't know. It's kind of weird coming in the studio this morning, isn't it?
A built-in studio audience, my goodness, wow, crazy.
I know, and they've kind of like put them all in a cage back there, it's almost like.
Don't worry, we'll set you free at the end of the episode.
Anyhow, welcome back to Show and Tell with BTL. I'm still Will.
And I'm Andrew. Good morning, how are you?
And we've got a great studio audience behind us there today.
I think this is the future of theater in the room, don't you?
It is, yes.
Okay, well, there you go.
It took me a minute to catch on to what you were saying, but yeah, I got there eventually.
The future of theater. Yeah,
I know. It is 6 o'clock in the morning.
It's 6 a.m., everybody. Please wake up, have your coffee or whatever you need to get yourself going. Here we go.
So, we've got a lot of theater kids coming in today.
Yes, there's a lot of shows happening in a lot of high schools all across the community. I mean, and that's usually, the spring musical is usually what, April, May, all this kind of time frame. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of great shows coming that people will be having and attending and enjoying and having a great time.
But before we start talking about all those,
we're going to paint the town red, right?
So, we wrapped up Jesus Christ Superstar.
Woo! Go on, Jesus.
So we do have one more show coming this season.
I know.
And did I hear we have a special something coming
event?
On the show to talk about it?
The show is big. It's just big. And we all get to go shopping.
Matter of fact, it even says it. Big, huge, new musical.
I know. Can't miss it. Absolutely. And even better, it's on Mother's Day weekend. Hello. We're talking about Pretty Woman, the musical, of course. 5 big performances, May 10 through 12. And we have this really, really cool event that we're doing with Pretty Woman. Now, every year we always bring a new show to town, and a part of it is our Starcatcher Society. The Starcatcher Society was created so that we could allow new people to help bring in these new shows and keep new shows coming so that we don't have to do the same old show again and again and again. Well, as part of the Starcatcher Society, this year it's Pretty Woman, and our extra special event on the Saturday night performance, we're going to have everybody who's in the Starcatcher Society join us on the roof of Rhythm on Monroe. So there's going to be
training.
Yes. And you know what, everybody out there? I'm just going to put this man on the spot. If it rains on that night, he will be standing out there holding the biggest umbrella in the world to make sure nobody gets wet, won't you?
I really should not. I will.
I
really should not have put that out into the world.
There you go. I got you. Bam, bam, bam. Anyway, Starcatcher Society. So we're going to have this great pre-show event, and as part of it, we have a very special VIP guest host that will be hosting the party for us. His name is Julio Red Roberts. Now, Julio Red Roberts. Like Julia Roberts, da-da-da.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
And
I thought you were doing South Park. Jennifer Lopez for a moment there. Like tacos and burritos.
Back on track, thank you. And Julio has stopped by this morning to give us a little presentation of what to expect on the evening of the Starcatcher Society at Pretty Woman.
So where is the literally 35 people back there, which one's Julio?
Who wants to be Julio? Raise your hand. Who wants to be Julio? Oh, come on! Thank you, thank you. Somebody to be Julio. And here he comes now. Here comes Julio. Welcome, welcome. Good morning.
Buongiorno.
Ah, well, aren't you? You're
sounds very French to be a Julio.
Welcome,
My name is Julio Red Roberts. I'm Italian.
Boy, that was good off the cuff.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Buongiorno. So what's in the box, Julio? And we have... Do you see this?
Ooh.
Is that real? Did they... Oh, my God. Ow! All right, enough. Okay. But what's special about that necklace is, let everybody see it again. Isn't that beautiful? Look how beautiful that is. One lucky person of the Starcatcher Society will be going home with this beautiful recreated necklace of course, made famous by the movie and Julia Roberts. So, no, you can't have it.
No, I just moved my ball out of the shot.
And then, of course, everybody will attend the show that night and have a great time and can come back afterwards for another event with Julio and a big old cast party with the Starcatcher members and the cast and crew of Pretty Woman. So very, very cool. If you'd like to be involved with the Starcatcher Society, simply send us an email, info@broadwaytheaterleague.org, and we can share all the information with you. And it's just going to be great, great fun. Thank you, Julio.
So, Julio, what is your backstory?
Oh, character elevation, character development. Yes.
I'm not really Italian.
No.
It's a gimmick. It's my stage character persona. Yeah.
Okay. I'm surprised he didn't come out French.
Yeah, he was a little French-Italian fusion.
That's what I thought he came out kind of French.
Because you're most, you're most famous for playing.
Jacques Cousteau.
Oh, in Les Mis?
Oh, Les Mis. Oh, Les Mis, right. I didn't get the connection. Enjolras.
Oh, okay. There you go. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, and remind everybody, you played that part in Huntsville in, was it
2004.
May of 2004? Yes, sir.
But I didn't play Enjolras. I was Montparnasse when we played here.
Okay, so you're going to perfect your Julio
They both
character.
sound like Star Wars characters to me.
Yep. Yep. I played Princess Leia in Birmingham.
Got it. Oh.
So are you going to dress up in like the little doorman's outfit for this?
I think he's going to go with
Am I?
I think he's going with the red sparkly sequin jacket.
Oh,
There we
okay.
go. Yes.
Okay.
All right, awesome. We'll see you on the rooftop then, right?
All right, cool.
Okay,
Okay.
awesome.
Thanks
you.
for stopping by.
Yes. Boy, that went poof. That's
Wow.
a nice gift. That's a nice gift, eh?
That's a very nice gift.
Oh, my goodness, wow. Imagine if it was real.
Kind of makes your heart go,
Oh, especially on Mother's Day weekend. My goodness, moms will love it.
exactly.
Exactly.
And hopefully we will have lots of people bring their mothers out to see the show.
Of course they will.
And you know, everyone that's seen the show will tell you, if you love the movie, you will love the show. So with all that said, we've got a bunch of theater people back here we need to bring on this stage.
I mean, they're literally like charging the camera like, we want to be on now!
So we're going to cut to a break, and we will come back in just a few minutes with some people from Grissom High School.
Wow. Cinderella, Cinderella, Cinderella. See you in a
See you in a
minute.
minute.
Pretty Woman, May 10th through 12th. Get tickets at BroadwayTheaterLeague.org.
Have you listened to Mix 96.9?
A great variety of music. The best variety of the 80s, 90s, and more.
Mix 96.9.
A fun, upbeat variety. The best variety of the 80s, 90s, and more. Mix 96.9.
Buying or selling your home, why not trust a legend? Huntsville native Karen Farrell can make the process fun, exciting, and easy. Enjoy the biggest investment of your life. Call a legend, Karen Farrell of Legend Realty, 468-4626, or find her on Facebook.
Welcome back to Show and Tell with BTL. I'm still Will.
I'm Andrew. Are these your kids? They're not mine.
No, they're too young to be my kids.
Oh, are they?
Yes, because I had one just bought a house. So
Good morning,
You bought a
guys.
house
How
yet?
are you? Good to see you, Lydia. Wonderful. And your name is Brawley, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, wonderful. So you are here this morning to talk about Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. This is your cue. Take it away. What's the show all about?
All right, so this show, it's pretty similar to the other adaptations that you know of Cinderella. It's a very classic story, but, it's got some fun twists. I play Cinderella, and she is, she's a kind-hearted girl at heart. Her nature is very friendly, but she is living with her stepsisters and stepmother who are, kind of difficult to be around. But, it's all about, that magic and all the excitement of getting to go to the ball and meeting the prince and just how her life gets turned around.
What color is your dress?
So my ball gown is white, and it's very fancy and pretty. It's awesome.
I have to tell you, I really feel sorry for having to play this part. I grew up a Cinderella myself, and all those stepsisters and all that. Ugh, what a pain.
Yeah.
So, Raleigh, you must be, are you her prince?
I am Prince Topher
my.
in Cinderella. He's wondering who he is throughout the whole thing. He doesn't really know. He just get back from university. He's about to be crowned king, and his Lord and Protector Sebastian is counseling him and trying to build a kingdom in the best way. But what the prince doesn't know is he's really taking things from the poor and not really giving back to the kingdom. And once he meets Cinderella, his eyes are kind of opened. And when Cinderella tells him things aren't the way that they're supposed to be, he starts questioning Sebastian and finally goes out and sees the people and he gets changed and he finally, it's really kind of called Cinderella. That really changes his whole perspective on everything and pushes him forward into being the true just, fair king that he can be.
Leave it to a lady to set the man straight, right?
That's right.
So let me ask, from what you described, the prince gets more of a role in this version of Cinderella, correct?
Just a little bit,
A little
yeah.
bit more?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Very interesting.
So give us some details about when the show is, where it's at, how folks can get tickets, and how everyone can come and see you.
Yes, so the show is March 28th through April 6th, and tickets are available at grissomtheatre.org or at the door. The show will be at Grissom High School in the Martha Difford Hayes Auditorium. So, yeah.
Very nice. So how many total cast members are there, or how many people total are in the full cast and crew of everything? Do you happen to know that?
Cast and crew?
Cast and crew.
Maybe around 80.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay. I'm not surprised to hear that.
He did great watching his off-screen.
Was there some hand signals over there? That's good.
We rehearsed a lot, but maybe not that.
There's no fourth wall on this show.
I'm curious about your past a little bit too. Is this your first time on stage?
So I've been doing theater since I was about 8. My first musical was last year with Grissom, but yeah, not a stranger to the stage though.
Awesome.
No. I've been doing this for quite a while. I've been doing this since about 3 years old. My first show was, oh no. Seussical. I was in the little band. I marched on with a trumpet. It was really fun. Fun story.
Have you gotten your SAG card yet?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Good.
So one of the favorite parts of Cinderella for me is the dress flip. Do you guys do that?
Yes, it's so cool. It is really exciting. It's it's a lot of different moving parts and pieces. It's a fun little quick change, but it's so magical. It really is. It's a gorgeous dress.
Wonderful. So, out of curiosity, I know you're both performers. Do you also do other roles or things within the show, like have you worked in costumes or makeup or set design or any other parts of the show?
I personally have not.
I was a part of a show, the show Mamma Mia, and I worked the spotlight for it. So I've been around a little bit.
That is always a great lesson to take with you, is that in order for you to know and understand the importance of everybody in the show and the cast and crew, you need to know what everybody is going through and how important, it's like you think about, a props person. It's like, they're just putting out props. But then when that prop isn't there and when you need it in your hand, that's when you fully realize and understand. And that's something I always say to all young people starting out in the theater: always learn every bit of your craft, whether it be on stage or backstage or directing or whatever it may be. You need to know and understand all parts of the theater.
So before we go, went by really quick, didn't it?
Bing, bang, boom.
Before we go, what is your favorite Broadway musical?
Ooh, putting me on the spot. That's a hard one. I like Newsies a lot. That was one of my first favorite musicals that really got me into theater. Yeah.
And what is yours, sir?
No question, Beauty and the Beast. I've wanted to play it so long, either Gaston or Beast.
Okay.
Very nice.
Well, by the time you make it to Broadway, it might be touring again.
There you go. So give us one
He's
more
got
time.
the hair for it.
He
He's
does,
got
he
the
does.
hair for
Absolutely.
it.
So one more time, tell everybody the information about how they can get tickets and when it is and when to come and see you.
The show is March 28th through April 6th. You can get tickets at grissomtheatre.org or at the door. The show will be at Grissom High School in the Martha Difford Auditorium.
Awesome. Thank you guys for being on. And what do you
thank
think,
you.
Jeff Lynn?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, break a leg.
We will
Have a
see
great
you
run.
guys in just a few minutes when we're going to have people from Lee High School on here to talk about their upcoming show.
Wow.
We've been rocking the Tennessee Valley for over 20 years. Rockin' 95.1 with Jimbo and Cassio in the morning, Shay Fox in the afternoon, Jack Spade at night, and Johnny Mays rocking your weekends. Huntsville's rock station is Rockin' 95.1.
From the big screen to the Broadway stage, Pretty Woman the Musical.
Pretty Woman, May 10th through 12th. Get tickets at BroadwayTheaterLeague.org.
Star 99.1 makes it easy to listen, win, and start your day with the Early Morning Crew with Kevin and Miss Josie. Search WAHR Star 99.1 and download our free app to listen. The Early Morning Crew with Kevin and Miss Josie. Weekdays 5 to 9 on Star 99.1.
Welcome back to Show and Tell with BTL. I'm still Will.
And I'm Andrew. Good morning.
And now we have gone from Cinderella
to
The Little Mermaid.
Under the Sea.
So You are?
I'm Olivia.
And you play?
Ursula.
And you are?
My name is Alyse.
And you play?
Sebastian.
So I should be afraid of you, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay. Oh, she came with the confidence this morning. Okay, well, here we go. So tell us about the show.
Little Mermaid, it's the Disney adaptation, so it's very much a classic, and there's just the lighthearted fun of the Little Mermaid finding out about the human world and just really getting in touch with that other side, and she's obsessed with the prince, so she's got to go get her princey poo. That's my favorite. And so she trades her voice away, and she goes up to the surface world and tries to get the prince to fall in love with her. And, you know, obviously I have to stop her, so.
I see. So in playing Ursula, what's one of the biggest challenges that you face in portraying this character and bringing her to life?
Right now, it's the evil laugh. I'm really struggling to find that, but I'm working really hard on it.
Oh, give us your evil laugh.
Come on, let it out. Just let it out.
That's a pretty good evil laugh.
There's a boom. There's a boom in there.
That's a pretty good evil laugh.
Do you get one of those big laughs too, as Sebastian?
Not really. I don't laugh much.
She gets the key song in the entire show, though.
Well, that's very true. So, you want to bless us with a little bit of it?
What?
Of Under the Sea?
Sure I can. The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. Way to go. Thank you. Thank you.
So,
yes, studio audience, give her props.
You're pretty tall. During the show, do you get to like stand up, or do you have to be like crustacean-like?
I have moments of both. Because I'm so tall compared to the other cast members, it's like our chef is kind of short, so it's like the height difference. So there's a lot of maneuvering and squatting and jumping and scurrying along.
Which creates a whole new, unique set of physicalities for the character that normally isn't expected, correct?
Yes.
It's nice. So when is the show?
April 4th through 6th.
Okay, and it's going to be at Lee High School, correct?
Yes, the Lehigh main stage.
How does everybody get tickets to see the show?
LehighTheater.org.
Oh, okay, wonderful. And who all should come and see this show?
Everyone should come see this show. Children, parents, families, friends. It's a very classic, nice Disney show.
Yeah,
and I think it'd be fun for
everyone. If you
everyone.
enjoy music, if you enjoy Disney, if you enjoy just magic, then you'll want to come see this show.
So who in the cast is going to have the biggest support group there? I mean, will you have all your family and friends and cousins and aunts and uncles and da-da-da-da there?
I mean, I definitely hope so.
She's putting you on the spot on TV here, folks. You better buy your tickets now.
Yeah, I know my church group is coming to support me, so I'm very grateful for that. So I love my support groups.
And so when you're on stage, when you look out in the audience, do you see them or do you look for them?
No, I don't. I much prefer to just kind of stay in the zone, because I know that I'll have some friends out there that are gonna try and make me break character, so I'm not even gonna try and get in.
That's just rude.
I definitely look for my family and friends. I'm a dancer, first and foremost. I wasn't a big theater kid until high school, and so I've danced all my life. And when my studio comes, it's like a different kind of feeling because they're watching me do something else.
So it's funny. I was just about to ask, how long have you two been acting?
Well, I've been acting since technically second grade, because I went to AAA. So we did Mr. Grumpy's in second grade. But my first real big musical, I was in fourth grade, and I did Fiddler on the Roof with Theater Huntsville. Or no, it was Huntsville Community Chorus, yeah. And so I got to be Beutjer in that, and that was a really fun experience, and my first show in community theater.
Is there a particular part of the theater that you enjoy the most?
I love doing musical theater. So musical theater is always my favorite, but really it's just the family element that you always get doing shows. You meet new people, and you get a chance to kind of really get to know everyone during rehearsals and tech week and things like that.
Alyse, how about you? What's your favorite part?
Definitely creating a second family with friends. Even if you weren't friends before you started, you always come out with so many. And new support systems, different avenues, and no matter which way you take in life, you always have somebody that you shared an experience with.
Absolutely. Any more questions?
So,
yes.
What is your favorite Broadway show?
Oh.
You can't say you're surprised by the question either.
I mean, I do love The Little Mermaid, but I think probably Mamma Mia. I really love Mamma Mia.
I love Beetlejuice. I know it's like very popular answer, but I love Beetlejuice. It's hilarious.
That's wonderful. Well, tell us again, Little Mermaid, when and where, and how to get tickets.
April 4th through 6th at the Lehigh Theater main stage.
Wonderful.
And you get tickets on lehightheater.org.
Okay, and I have to be kind of Debbie Downer, I guess. Have either of y'all read the original Little Mermaid?
Yeah, the scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? This is a feel-good musical.
It is. I had to ask, though.
Oh, jeez. Can't take him anywhere.
So thank you, ladies, for being on, and I hope to see you under the sea.
We'll see you.
We'll see you guys in just a few minutes.
Thank you.
The Deep Comics and Games has the largest selection of comics, board games, and toys in North Alabama. All your favorite games such as Ticket to Ride, Munchkin, and Catan. Trading card games such as Magic, The Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon. Miniature games, Warhammer, Star Wars, Flames of War, and all the supplies you need to get them ready for play. Selling your collection, The Deep is always buying and will give you the most cash for your stash. The Deep Comics and Games, 2310 South Memorial Parkway, just south of Office Depot.
What's your dream?
From the big screen to the Broadway stage, Pretty Woman the musical.
Pretty Woman, May 10th through 12th. Get tickets at BroadwayTheaterLeague.org.
Welcome back to Show and Tell with BTL. I'm still Will.
And I'm Andrew. Good morning.
It's different not having a bunch of people here, isn't it?
Well, I know. They had to get back to rehearsal.
So,
$250,000.
I know, right?
Sitting right there. Really?
At my
Goodness.
table.
And we're giving that away?
I know.
Okay, something's...
So...
That's more than my house.
It's more than my house, too. Yeah. Anyhow, I have it sitting...
He's bougie. He's got a bougie house.
Nothing about me says bougie. I'm just saying. Anyhow, I have it sitting here for a purpose.
All right, do tell.
We just had a cast of Cinderella
Mm-hmm.
and a cast of The Little Mermaid.
Yes.
And both are princesses.
Yes.
And they are looking for something.
Oh.
One is looking for her prince via a shoe.
Mm-hmm.
The other is looking for her prince via some feet.
Oh my!
Am I wrong?
No, that's why we don't. But that's why we don't unlock the brain and lift up the skull to see what's in there. You never know what's going to come out of it.
In Pretty Woman,
Yes.
she is looking for her prince.
Yes. What does she say? She wants the fairy tale.
Yes, she wants the fairy. You beat me to my own punch. But it's funny how fairy tales are they're always good stories.
And we never get tired of hearing them.
We never get, that's why I mean, they predate the written word.
I mean, it's stories like these that give us hope and move us forward. And I don't know, when things are just tough and down, it's like a story like this just makes you happy. And, I'm sorry, who doesn't love Cinderella or The Little Mermaid and I don't know about you, but I've probably seen Pretty Woman, I don't know, at least 50, 60 times.
Everyone you mentioned Pretty Woman too. Oh, I see it. Watch it every time it's on TV.
Sure, absolutely.
I mean, it's just like Cinderella, just like Little Mermaid. It's a story people know and love.
And you know what? I'm sorry, but the only part of that movie I just can't stand is when they tell poor Julia Roberts that she can't go shopping. How rude is that? Let the woman shop.
So you may not remember this. When Aladdin was here, one of the Aladdin's fathers came in from California.
I do remember, yes.
And he had a part as the polo player in the movie.
Oh, did he really?
He did.
Small world, no degrees of separation.
There are no degrees of separation whatsoever. But it's been a great episode, and I've loved having the big studio audience back there of all the theater kids.
Now, you gonna let me go over the shows again?
Please do.
Is that okay? All right, so Grissom High School's got Cinderella, March 28th through April 6th.
This weekend and next weekend.
Yes, so make sure you go see Lydia and Brawley and the entire cast. And then, of course, at Lee High School, you need to go and see The Little Mermaid. And that show is April 4th through 6th.
Next weekend.
Yes, next weekend. And say hello to Olivia and Alyse. and I'm sure everyone will have an absolutely wonderful time. And one more. I got one more for you. Sparkman High School is doing Once on This Island, April 5 through 14.
Okay. Do they pluck Sebastian out of Little Mermaid and throw on the island?
They probably take Sebastian. Oops, that's not very nice. They probably take Sebastian and put him in a big pot and cook it on Once on This Island.
We're sorry, Sebastian. But, you know, it's been springtime, and we've really come out of a very long, hard winter this year. So it's great to see springtime, springing, and all the theater opening up with all the musicals.
This just popped in my head. Tell me about your first time on stage.
My first time on stage?
Yeah, in a show.
I don't know that.
Was your first time in a show when you were on David's show? Was that the first time?
No. I did one in high school.
Okay.
The Taming of the Shrew.
Oh my, that must have been a joy.
And I cannot remember. I wasn't the shrew, and I wasn't taming it, but I was there.
Can I tell you about my first time on stage?
Please do.
I was 8 years old. We were doing Robin Hood. I was one of his merry men, and my job was to somersault across the stage as we were doing whatever.
Hold on, can we move the tables and let you demonstrate?
No. But the first time I went to go out and do it, at every rehearsal I did it just fine. But on that day, I did somersaults across the stage, and I fell off the stage into the pit.
Oh! Like happened on our show this season.
I got hit in the head a lot as a kid, just like you did, so there you go.
So, anyhow, that kind of wraps up our show for the week. You know, we had great theater people on here. We talked about Pretty Woman being a great show. Mm-hmm. And if you watch this Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, you haven't heard yet.
Oh.
If you're watching this, Thursday, you still haven't heard yet because it doesn't come out until 10 o'clock.
Thursday morning at the 28th at 10 a.m. What's happening?
28th at 10 a.m.
Tell me what's happening.
New season announcement.
Really?
I would love to drop some clues about what we're going to see in that announcement, but
I think it's going to be very international.
It's going to be very international.
Yes. I got the list right here. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay. It looks good. That's all I got to tell you.
So,
what do you see here? What do you see there? I see 3 full-week runs coming for Huntsville next year. 3.
I don't know. I just see 6 shows.
Oh, you can have 6 shows. You're right. There are 6 shows. That's correct.
So that is enough to be said right now. Thank you, theater guys, for being on. Theater girls for being on, and we will see you guys next week.
See you soon.